how do you define forgiveness and how do you practice it?
Ooh, that's a good one. I define forgiveness as completely letting go of someone that you feel has wronged you. Oftentimes, there can be miscommunications, and we can perceive things differently than what they are intended for.
Mhm.
So for me, forgiveness is not just, forgiving someone and moving past, it's also forgetting that. And I want to be forgiven and forgive in that same manner.
Yeah. That's good. So how would you practice that? What would that look like in a relationship? Well, I guess you said you would practice that as forgiving, like letting it go.
Letting it go completely, moving on, accepting, we're all human
Yes.
and the only perfect person, is not of this earth. And so I feel like we have to treat others better than what we want to be treated. And there's exceptions to forgiveness. You can only forgive so many times, with certain aspects as well.
Yeah.
And so you have to set boundaries
Mm.
in addition to that forgiveness.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree because I think a lot of times in relationships we forget about the boundaries. We sometimes think like, this person is this is the person for me. And sometimes we just kind of forget about the boundaries because we're like, they're gonna treat me good, right? And but when those boundaries aren't enforced, it's easy for people to overstep those boundaries. I heard a therapist, her name is Dr. Spirit. I don't know if you heard of Dr. Spirit. She does like a lot of celebrity therapy sessions with people. But she said her and her husband have a 90-day rule where anything that happened after 90 days, we're never gonna bring it up. So
Mm,
you have this window that if it's bothering you, you have up to this time to deal with it and process it. But she said after that, nope, it's gone because she was saying too many people live in the past about past things that happened while life is still life and now. So I found that to be quite interesting.
that's good.
Uh, how has being a doctor influenced your approach to dating, and what challenges does it present in finding a partner?
Well, I think being a doctor limits the contact and interaction that I would normally have, in my opinion.
Mhm.
I feel that most potential suitors can be intimidated because of that aspect.
Mhm.
Um, I've learned in different relationships that depending on how strong an individual is in their manhood, it can be a challenge if your partner makes more than you, although they may say that's not an issue.
Mhm.
It can become an issue. So it depends on the individual.
Yeah.
I have found in specifically my past relationship, you're so excited, and able to support me, with different events, different activities, different ventures that I have. But then I saw a side of jealousy at some point, showing up to these events late, but, then, you're patting me on the back or standing to the side,
Mhm.
and it hurt. That can be hurtful.
Yeah.
That can be very hurtful.
Mhm.
And I think, that's a big challenge when, you're dating a non-professional or even a professional who might just be having a hard time.